Okay, everyone, I am back after getting through most of my finals. I have a couple more next week, but regardless, it is Friday, and I am ready to finish this game. I do think that this will be the last episode of our series. And maybe second last, because we do have Scratch's The Last Visit still. So, what to do now? We just found the motherlode of endgame events in that chapel basement. And that basically told us a lot of things. I covered a lot of them in the last video. I don't think it'd be sensible to recap everything that happened, but to summarize, it seems like the mask is possessed by this anthropomorphic cat demon murderer named Dolham, or Dolam, something like that. And in order to stop it, James Blackwood tried to perform an exorcism on it, some sort of African spiritual ritual or something. And Christopher Milton thought he was crazy and didn't go along with it, I don't think. Milton wasn't so naive about the whole thing. And so the whole spirit has been left on its own in this mansion, in that mask, hungry for the longest time. And I think it knows that we know now. And I don't want to go check on it. I really don't. But in order to do the ritual, we need three things. The first is this branch that we found right here. It's from some tree in South Africa or something. It's some special branch. The second is a special leaf from a South African plant, or some kind of salve that we grind out of it. And I'm pretty sure there is only one South African plant on this property, and that would be the one in the greenhouse. Uh-oh. Are we good, Scratches? Alright, there we are after a brief hiccup. I was kind of worried the game might have been loading a jump scare. Okay. So. Are we ever going to do anything with this grating here? Guess not. That's probably the basement. Okay. So, I have good idea to believe. The third thing we need for the ritual, by the way, is a victim. And I'm pretty sure that Katherine Blackwood, who's buried somewhere over here, counts as a victim. So we're probably going to have to dig her up and use some part of her for the ritual. And that's really freaky, but we're still going to do it. Okay, the greenhouse. The greenhouse is this way. So, there was a strange plant on the top floor. All the way from South Africa, with the rest of James Blackwood's grim fascinations. And we're going to take some piece of it, I'm assuming, and then maybe bring it to the kitchen so we can mortar and pestle it. And then maybe to the camp stove so we can heat it up. I still don't know what that camp stove in the attic is going to be for. It's not that. It's over in this corner. Alright, this is the one. The plant on top of the table was strangely attractive. It would be to you. Okay, so hedge clippers on it, maybe? I took a few leaves with me. Alright, there we go. Looks like holly and mistletoe. Alright, so I was right about that at least. So, big whoop. Okay, you know what's really nerve-wracking about this is that I think I have a straightforward idea of what to do, which means that the game is probably going to throw something in my tracks. And I am cringing and bracing at every corner because I do not want to encounter anything. It's just this game really lets your imagination run wild, and that's the scariest part, because if this Dolham is as smart and high and mighty as they say, this giant cat creature, then it probably knows what I'm doing right now. There's no way of mistaking it. I am trying to banish it. I'm gathering the branches and the salve and... Oh, God. And it's upstairs. That's the freakiest thing. It's like there's a bomb in the house. Okay. Plenty of kitchen utensils ready to be used. Was there a mortar and pestle, or are we going to make tea out of it, or what? Maybe it was over here. Maybe I'm just thinking of Barrow Hill. There may not be a mortar and pestle in this game. Is this it? That might just be a bowl with a spoon in it. I'll give it a try. That wasn't useful. Okay, no. No mortar and pestle yet. Maybe we do just take it right up to the camp stove. We need to, like, burn it down to ash. But I don't want to go on the second floor. Okay. Oh, the grinder! This must be it. The old coffee grinder. Oh, that wasn't useful? Really? Waiting for anything to be tossed inside. Oh, what if that's where we're supposed to put a piece of Katherine Blackwood? Yuck. Okay, then maybe the stove is where we go for this. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, okay, just get upstairs. Dolholm can't hurt you. Dolholm's not real. Okay, this thing. Okay, here's an idea. Are we gonna use the paint lid on this? Is that where this goes? It is! Alright, so the paint lid is gonna make, like, a nice little heat center. I need to light the stove first. Okay, this is our last match. Since I had no intention of burning anything just yet, I decided to not waste any matches. Really? Oh, come on. This is totally what we're supposed to do. That had to be mixed up with... Oh, okay. So we have to mix this stuff. Okay, we have to mix the plant with Katherine, I'm assuming. Or do I combine these in my inventory? No, not yet. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I hate this. I really hate this, but I think we should go check on the mask. It's not even that that's a good idea to check on the mask. It's just... I feel like the mask would have a reaction if we came to see it at this point in the game. I know I would have a reaction. Probably fucking screaming. Okay, okay, it's still here. Nothing sus going on. It's almost high as we're piercing, almost hypnotizing. I don't even want to turn my back to it, but I will. Because I have to get out of this room. God damn it, I need to get out. Okay, okay, so the mask is there. Is there anything else in this room that might be important? There was like a cool lion's fang over here. Is that going to be important at all? Is this something we need? What if we cut it off? No, I'm guessing not. I don't think that worked. Yeah, okay. So I'm guessing we don't need that. Oh, the damn drums, get out of here. Okay. Well, it seems pretty clear to me then. We've got to go dig up Katherine Blackwood. And, really don't want to do that, but I also don't know how to, because the last time I went out there, he said that he didn't know where to dig. I have a couple ideas of how to figure it out, but it could be a long shot. Did we take the picture with us? I don't think we did. Okay, he still won't let me dig, will he? Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Okay, I didn't expect to get this far. Really didn't expect to get this far. I thought we were gonna have to, like, do all this shenanigans with, like, taking the photograph and lining it up to a window to figure out the exact spot in the garden, but nope. Keep digging, I guess. Oh, wait. Did we just cover it back up? So that must have not been the right spot. Let's try over here. So this is just the area of the garden where all the soil is dead. So, if we were to find a body in here, then whose body is in the freaking, crypt? And if I go this way, there's no more... Oh, there are more screens that I can dig on. Wait, this looks like it might be the spot from the picture. Is this it? No, it's still nothing. Damn it. I'm worried that Jerry's not going to talk to us anymore, because we had a pretty curt talk with him last time, and I didn't like that, because Jerry's like the only thing in this game that makes me feel safe. By design, of course. Oh, look at that. Okay, this may not be important. I don't know if I noticed this before, but the weird device on the bike, when you crank it up, the headlights come on. So it is a generator, yeah. It is storing energy on the back of the bike. I don't think we're going to be riding bikes around here, though. Okay, well, that's something neat. Maybe we'll make an electric lamp before the end of the game. The car. You know, is there anything in this car? We never even thought to look. There's a barrel of oil in the back. You know, we never did check the trunk to our car, did we? Or maybe we did, and if there was just nothing in it that was important. I wondered if I should do something about the car myself, but I decided to give Jerry a chance. Okay, we have car keys, don't we? What is he talking about the car? Oh, did we leave the keys in the ignition? Oh, wait, that's right. We left the car dead. I totally forgot. The battery was dead. Yes, we know. I wonder, does the game want me to jump the battery? Because, it won't let me look at the car, like the hood or anything. Yeah, I wonder if I should do something about the car myself. Are we going to use the bike thing in there to charge up our battery? Is that what the game is building to? It might be. Okay, the mailbox too. Oh shit, wait, there's a lot of things in here. What is this? Notice of eviction. October 12th, 1976. Mr. Michael Arthate. Due to irregularities during its acquisition process carried over by Mr. Jerry P. Carter, you are to immediately leave the property known as Blackwood Manor. If you fail to comply, legal proceedings will be enforced against you. Jerry didn't get this place legitimately, did he? Ah, Jerry, why would you? You have 2 days to effectively abandon the property after the issuing of this notice. We take no responsibility for the courier service. A police officer is due to arrive at the Blackwood Manor on Tuesday, October 15th, tomorrow. Should you be present, you will be immediately taken into custody without further notification of the National Trust. Okay. So that was the reason why Jerry wanted me to leave the house so badly. Oh! I barely realized that he wouldn't come for me, and that it was up to me to find a way to leave the house. So Jerry doesn't actually believe about the ghost stuff or the James Blackwood somewhere. He just doesn't want to get arrested, or get us arrested. Okay, and then what's this other note? Oh, okay, it's the same note as before. We just left it in the mailbox. Okay, I guess we'll detach it from the headlamp. That won't be important anymore. Even though I thought that was our only source of light going into the end of this game. Hang on, give me a second to find the hitbox. This looks like it's going to be tricky. Does the game just want me to cut it with a knife? No, it seldom does. Oh wait, have I already connected it? I think I must have, because it's not glowing anymore. Let's just keep on cranking it. I don't know how many cranks the game wants me to do. I don't know why you're doing this with your hands, Michael. You should just hop on top of it and start pedaling harder. In fact, can we just sit on top of it? Like, you know, you're riding an actual bike? This was really unexpected, actually. I did not expect to be fixing our battery ourselves while we were here. Okay, we took it back now. Is that going to be good enough, though? Okay, this is kind of out of left field. Now what do we do? Take the battery. It's in the car. So now, what's stopping us from leaving? Is it just going to be our will to, banish Dolam? As I prepared myself to leave the manor, I suddenly felt responsible for disturbing the forces that had up to now lain dormant inside the house. I had to do something. Very well then, Mr. Blackwood. Not Blackwood, Arthate. No, don't honk the horn. This is not a horn honking moment. This is the sad music. Alright. I think we're going to the crypt next. Sky is starting to look a tinge purple. Not sure I like that. Let's call Jerry and tell him the jig is up. We know that we're getting evicted, for one thing. I didn't want to speak with Jerry after the incident, and I've felt the same way ever since. Oh, what? Does that mean... Oh, he's never talked to Jerry since then? That was the last time they spoke? That's sad. You and Jerry had a good banter. That actually upsets me. Okay. So, this might be a totally misguided hypothesis, but maybe we're supposed to take a piece of the skeleton. You know, just desecrating a corpse so that we can banish a centuries, millennia-old African evil spirit. Just Michael Arthate things. Maybe Barbara. Maybe we should call her. We haven't tried her in a while. Okay, that's... Body had been resting until my disturbance. I decided to leave it alone. Or did you? Because I think we need to take a piece of it. Are we gonna, like, rip a tooth out? Didn't have the need to take anything from the body. That's where you're mistaken, you do. We need a piece of the victim and the victimizer, do we not? Oh, come on. Maybe a hammer? Grease it up first? This is a bit annoying, I must admit. The game told me what I need to do, but it just doesn't want me to do it. What time is it now? Because, I mean, pedaling up that bike and digging out all those trenches must have passed a lot of time. Okay, what's the time? We started at 2 p.m. It's 4 p.m. now. The sun's gonna be setting soon. I do not like that. Can't think of anything in the garden. There could be something still over here. Is there a reason to not keep on digging? You know what? I'm gonna go back and take another look at that picture. Maybe I missed something in that picture that's supposed to tell me, like, exactly the spot I'm supposed to dig. Okay, it was under this thing, wasn't it? Let me have a good look. Okay. So this is from an upstairs window, it looks like. And that's definitely the patch of the garden. There's a weird looking tree in the back. Maybe I'm supposed to use that? I mean, he doesn't say anything when we look at it. Oh, wait. Is this the shadow of the tower? I mean, there's no way of knowing what time this picture was taken, but if the shadow's there, then that'll give us the spot we need to dig. Okay, let's get back out there. At the very least, we have that weird-looking tree. It could still be there. Of course, trees do tend to grow over time, and that picture was taken, what, 10 years ago or so? If this game doesn't end with me getting to burn the mask, I will be upset. Okay, no. Back this way. Yeah, the purple's coming out now. Oh, it's really coming out now. Okay, this is the shadow, isn't it? So that means right here was the spot, wasn't it? Music. I think we found it. Oh, God. I was equally terrified and saddened upon uncovering the dead body of Katherine Blackwood. All those years she was left to rot in this improvised tomb. She's still got blood all over the skull. Or something. The corpse was all contorted and rotten beyond recognition. What horrified me most was the aspect of its teeth leaping at disturbing angles. Are we taking the teeth? Oh, God. We're taking the teeth, okay. Doing my best to contain my repulsion, I pulled a tooth from the body. Yeah. Poor Mrs. Blackwood. She seemed to be silently shouting at me. Or rather, crying. Oh, that's so gross. Okay. We have the branch, the piece of the tree, and the piece of the victim. I think we still need a piece of the victimizer. So, that settles it then. If Katherine's buried here, I quietly left, burying Mrs. Blackwood back to her dead, cold dreams. So if Katherine's buried here, then I guess that's Blackwood who's buried in the mausoleum. Oh no! Oh, the terrible purple sky. The terrible orange sky. Okay, we need to act fast. The time in this game is catching up to us. Okay. Okay, so that body must be James Blackwood then, unless we were right and James Blackwood is still living underneath the mansion like a wizard. So now can we... Now I'm assuming that we've already taken one piece of a body, we can take that piece too. And then we're just gonna throw the teeth and the leaves into the coffee grinder? Is that where this is going? Okay. Into the crypt. It's gonna get really dark in here once all the sunlight's gone. Open up. You decided to leave it alone. No, you did not. No, you did not, because you need teeth. I didn't... Okay, so he still doesn't have the need for anything. Maybe this is all we needed. Okay, let's try the grinder. Tooth. Yep, the tooth is in. Mistletoe. Okay, no mistletoe. Are we just gonna grind up a tooth? That's so sick. I don't want to listen to this noise. Oh! That's so gnarly. Oh my god, that's fucking disgusting. And no need to put the holly in here. Okay. So now we burn. Oh god. I might just commentate less and less while I become more and more unnerved. Alright, to the camp stove. It might finally be time to do the stove sequence. I don't know where we're gonna find a light source after dark. Okay, light the stove first. No intention of burning anything. Okay, so we must be missing something then. Okay, so the leaves still need to be mixed up with something else. What does it need to be mixed up with? I can't just combine these two, would it? No? Okay, received a tiny hint, really tiny hint, and it's actually kind of aggravating because I was on the right track earlier and was just slightly in the wrong area. So you know that lion's claw pendant in the gallery? Turns out that I am supposed to collect that, but the knife isn't good enough for Mr. Michael Arthate, so I have to use the pliers on it. So, yeah. Little hard-nosed there. Here they are. Okay. Now that is apparently the last thing we need for the ritual. So this is supposed to represent the victimizer, Okay, I have to blend up the lion's fang now, don't I? Okay, well that's less sickening, because it's not a piece of a human. Still. Wait a second. Is this implying... Oh no. Are we implying now that that fang is what was used to kill Mrs. Blackwood and rip her throat open? Because that's really creepy then. Because, oh my, it is a lion's fang, and Dolam in the, or as the guide I just read said, Dotham is apparently how you say his name. I saw an L out of nowhere. Regardless, apparently Dolam or Dotham was like a cat demon, so maybe they mean like a lion. That's genuinely really freaky. Okay, let's get grinding. The grind never stops. Okay, can I not grind anymore? Okay, no, it just says be from this angle. Okay, into the grind you go. Yeah, a mortar and pestle would not have worked as good for this. I still hate that noise, though. Okay, so I mix these two together now. Yep. And then I mix this with that. Yep. And then I mix this with this. Not quite. Alright, we have our unholy apothecant mixture now. And I know where we bring it. I just don't want to. This is 100% on you if something goes wrong here, buddy. I gradually, no, quickly becoming less and less sympathetic to your brigade of messing with things that should not be messed with. Alright, Mike, let's light it up. So this is what the paint lid was for, that was, like, basically off-screen. Okay. We need to light it first. I'm no pyromaniac. Okay, come on. Enough of the woody quips. You still don't have an intention of burning anything? Really? What do we do with this shit, then? Okay, do I have to put this on top of the stove first? I do. Okay, that's it. It's just a matter of order. Alright, we're out here melding now. So theoretically, this is going to give me protection against Dotham. What is that? Looks like a fucking gummy bear. Oh no. Okay. I attached the stone to the branch and immediately felt a strange sensation. The amulet seemed to be vibrating. I was ready. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna commentate less here and just let the game finish itself out. I'm assuming it's time to go see the man himself. Let this be the last time I ever go into the gallery. I'm gonna have it in my hand as I open the door. Okay. Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Get the thing out here. I waved the amulet in front of the mask, and then... At first nothing seemed to happen. But then the atmosphere felt lighter, as if the house had been relieved of a monstrous burden. Really? Like, really? I don't buy it. I'm scared, dude. Oh god, I thought the reflection was something. Is that it? I think we did it. Alright, you're gonna let me off the hook like that, game? That easy? Oh! I stood there, paralyzed in terror, as I heard those horrible noises again. They just wouldn't stop. Oh, God. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. Come on. Is there a grate underneath the fire? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There was something underneath the fireplace the whole time? I might just close my eyes here, but I'm going in. As I went down the fireplace, I couldn't shake the feeling of entering a forbidden zone. A place that had been and was supposed to remain forgotten in time. Where the fuck are we, man? What is this fucking place? That's the door. That has... I bumped my mic. That has to be the door from where we saw last time. The passage was full of junk. Full of junk, full of junk, It's just telling me, oh yeah, there's nothing interesting in here. Nothing to see here. But what's that weird door over there, huh? Oh, God. Alright. Okay, game. I'll ask the question. What's over here, I wonder? Oh, no. You want me to open this thing? The furnace of the basement was on the other side of this wall. Oh, no. So, that's where we saw before. Alright, God damn it. What's on the other side of the door? Wait, no. It was locked? Are we letting something out? I remembered being soaking wet and shaking in fear, yet I just had to go on as if driven by an unseen force. This is a prison cell. What's in here? Oh, fuck, there's a hole. And a teddy bear? A disgusting teddy bear, covered in mud and dirt, was lying on the ground. It appeared to be bites that had ripped its neck. I've heard this music before. Suddenly, the words of William Bailey concerning the body of Katherine Blackwood echoed in my head. Ripped, she would say. Our Robin is alive, isn't he? Pipes rusted long ago were everywhere in here. Remnants of food on the table. Someone or something had been eating. Oh, God, I'm not going over there. But of course I have to, because the game wants me to. What's in the fucking corner? Ugh.
Unsure of what I had just seen, I raced my car and left Blackwood Manor as quickly as possible. I am not ashamed of what I did. That disfigured face is still stalking my nightmares, and I've never put foot inside a Victorian house ever since. But there's certainly one thing that I'm grateful for. It was thanks to my encounter below that house that I was able to finish my book and become a prolific writer.
Wait, where are we? Is this a cutscene or are we back in the game? Looks like we're under the house. Yeah, that's the hole. Am I the plant in the greenhouse? What is this? I never thought I'd see the credits roll. Okay. And I'll let them roll, because this game was fucking awesome. Here's the thing. This is the director's cut of the game. And I feel like maybe I shouldn't give all my thoughts until I play the final chapter. The Last Visit. Alright, you know what? I will say some things. Just because we got such a nice musical piece playing right now. This game, the story is excellent. This is a game that is so meticulously written, with lots of good left turns and all sorts of things like that. All sorts of misguidement. It has all sorts of red herrings, but at the same time, it doesn't cheat you. It tells a straightforward story, and it provides great commentary over the phone between Michael and Jerry that lets you have an idea of how to expect the game to end. And along with that, the game at times, I'd say its biggest problem is that it wants to be a movie. Ah, look at that. They credited H.P. Lovecraft and their girlfriends. That's funny. But I feel like this game at times really tries hard to be a movie, and in doing so, the character, Michael Arthate, makes some decisions that don't seem very obvious to the average player. You know, namely, the whole mirror sequence in the basement of there's that crazy whole mirror sequence in the basement of the crypt. That drove me crazy because you could have just lit a match to figure out that the child's name began with an R. And that was all that you get from that entire sequence. But instead you go on this convoluted hunt. Okay, we have a post-credit scene, it looks like. Okay, so we had a post-credit scene there that was of the door, the hatch on the door swinging open. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure we want to start a new game now, and we want to play Scratch's The Last Visit. My understanding, someone commented that this is a single chapter, and it's the last chapter of the game, so we'll see if we can play this now.
Blackwood estate and get me something.
But sir, that story is long forgotten now. No one cares anymore about...
They will as soon as the estate is demolished. 2 weeks from now, that place is going to be smashed to bits. It's such an event will revive all the rumors and madness.
Michael Arthate supposedly solved the Blackwood enigma, but for some reason never shared his solution. Perhaps I could persuade him...
You can forget about that. Mr. Arthate rarely speaks to the press, and less so about this story. Not even the most experienced and reputed reporters in the field have convinced him to talk.
I'm glad to hear you think so highly of me, sir. Perhaps he decided that preserving the mystery would be in the best interests of everyone.
No, I think he's a very unstable fella, and his solution was probably as far-fetched as what town people were rumoring back in the 60s. You know, a family curse or aliens from outer space possessing Blackwood.
Yes, thrilling. What about Jerry Carter?
Jerry Carter was convicted to 8 years in prison with a serious charge of fraud, but only spent 4 inside, and is now doing community services under probational liberty. He's never crossed a single word with Michael since his stay at Blackwood Manor, and probably doesn't know a thing about the mystery.
I can't say I'm excited about this, but I don't have much of a choice, I guess.
No, what you have is a potentially great article on your hands. Do your best, as this is probably our last chance to shed some light about what happened inside that house.
Fine. I'll drive there tomorrow.
So we're not actually playing as Michael, are we? Whoever this guy is, I fucking hope he brought a flashlight. Because that would have saved us so much trouble with
Parked
Michael.
my car inside the estate, and I'm about to start investigating.
Okay. This is cool. So we're a whole new character. I'm assuming everything is going to be in the exact state that Michael left it in. We can't go to the car. Seems a lot more linear. And it looks like the sun's gone down. What do we have with us? Just matches, that's all. Great. I'm so happy to hear that you came somehow even less prepared than Michael. Alright, into the house. So this place is going to be demolished, is what I think that said?
The whole place is exhibiting signs of vandalism and trashing.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, this is sad. It's like the Heisenberg house. Oh no. This is actually like heartbreak. The clock! No! Someone tipped over the clock! Oh my god, that's so sad. Damn kids. Alright, this seems like a pretty linear chapter, so I'm just gonna go where he wants me to.
In its current state, this is an extremely uninviting dining room.
It looks like they actually have the own voice acting for the character, so I can actually rest my voice for a little bit now. Oh, the poor dining room. Let's go back and see the study first, actually. I want to know what he thinks of the study. Oh no, all those poor books. I'm gonna be so sad if all the books are, like, destroyed.
The door is stuck beyond hope.
Oh. We can't get into the study yet? That's interesting.
The doorknobs here were likely of a high value. No wonder. This place must have been glittering in its heyday.
Oh my god, wait. Dude, I just fucking realized we never destroyed the mask!
I think I'll take my chances with the other stairway. This one looks quite
Oh my
dangerous.
god, how am I just now connecting that realization? We waved the thing in front of it. But that's all we did. It's still up there, isn't it? No, it can't be. Someone, if they tipped over everything in this house, they must have destroyed the mask. Someone must have taken the mask and stolen it. There's no way it's still in this house. Let alone for whoever was living underneath the place. I assume that was James Blackwood. What happened to your room, Michael?
This is the room where Michael Arthayet slept those 3 fateful days. Not much to see here, though.
He left his typewriter, didn't he? I don't think we ever packed up. Is that still his suitcase right there?
That's
It
odd.
is.
Arthayet left most of his stuff in here. In turn, it seems, later visitors have barely left anything.
He probably took his manuscripts, too. Oh, wait a second. They left behind this, though. No! You stupid journalist! He won't uncrumple the note on the floor. Okay. He could rediscover the whole mystery right then and there. How about this? No, you're doing literally less journalism than the author who stayed here. Dumbass. There's so much you can find out in here. Let's see what he makes of this.
Aha, plot thickens. This is the gallery where James Blackwood carried on his eccentric hobby. Or what's left of it.
Bro... I don't like that that door is ripped off its hinges. Maybe the mask really is gone.
What a shame they took everything. I would have loved to have seen what kind of stuff Blackwood kept here.
Trust me, man, you do not.
Not much to see here.
Alright. Moment of truth.
How interesting. This seemed to be a secret storeroom. Whatever was here must have been of high importance. Unless they wanted to keep it secured for other reasons. Just useless junk.
Huh. It's not here. I really hope I don't regret opening this door. Okay, thank God. Well, I don't know who took the mask, but good for them. Just as long as I don't have to see that thing ever again. We pretty much never went in this room during the game.
I can't see a thing in this bathroom, and I forgot to bring my flashlight. The window seems to have been covered with mud. The window seems to have been covered with mud.
Please come back, music. Like, I'm begging you, music, please come back. You know what's gonna happen? You totally know what's gonna happen. We're going to get to the attic, and then we're gonna start hearing the scratching noise. And then I turn off the game.
I won't be able to go upstairs. It looks too dark. And, dangerous.
Okay.
I think I'll take my chances with the other stairway. This one looks quite dangerous.
Dude, what? What is left to see? Outside, maybe? How about this door to the study?
I guess the doorknobs must have been very valuable.
I heard a noise. Yep, he went right underground. We've gone right into the belly of the beast. This was hard enough the first time. Why does it feel harder the second? Okay.
Just useless junk.
The door is open. It's off the hinges. Why would he still be here?
Ah! Oh, there's an intense smell of urine in this room. It seems like cats have claimed it as their home.
Oh, God. The James Blackwood, the original cat boy.
What a charming little teddy bear. Its head is almost ripped off.
Alright, let's cut to the chase. What do we find in here?
Ah, there's some object inside that hole. Ah, there's also a nasty cat in there
That's not
as
a
well.
cat, buddy.
Ah! It almost ripped my hand off.
That's not a cat. I can promise you it's not a cat.
I won't put my hand in there to have it shredded by a deranged cat.
I don't want to turn my back to it, but, like, also get me out of here. How about the rest of the property?
I can't go this way.
What's this?
It looks like someone left in a rush and dropped all their, souvenirs. Ugh! There's something moving down that hole. There's a faint light coming from it, but I can't see. Whoever left all this stuff in here must have been leaving the house in quite... Whoever left all this stuff in here must have been leaving the house in quite a hurry.
The fuck?
No clues whatsoever to find in there.
Wait, but this is all the stuff from the chapel, isn't it?
Whoever left all this stuff in here must have been leaving the house in quite a hurry.
What's going on?
There's no chance.
We didn't go to one of the bedrooms upstairs, did we?
We
can go give that a look.
Dangerous.
Okay, it was this one right here.
This room was probably a cozy place before. Not anymore. A bottle of thalidomide. I remember reading something about that
Oh
drug.
man. That changes everything. So Robin probably did die then. Robin was one of the children of thalidomide. He was I'll talk more about that when we get to the credits, but that's a very strong piece of environmental storytelling. Very subtle too. Man, to be fair, if this actually happened, I would probably come here to get a souvenir from the Blackwood house. It's just too damn cool. Okay, so apparently we're supposed to do something with this hole here.
Whoever left all this something is moving down
whoever
there.
left
all whoever left
we
all
need
this
a
stuff
can?
must have been leaving the house in
Apparently?
quite a hurry.
We're supposed to be able to go to the garden, is what it said. Maybe it's just a funky hitbox.
I can't go this way.
Okay, there's something by the shed that we missed. Something very subtle on the ground here.
This can might prove useful.
Just a can on the ground. Okay. I believe you. I totally believe you. Alright, so now we're supposed to be able to go over here? Is that what the game's saying?
I can't go this way.
That's what the guide's saying.
It's a huge pool of water.
Oh, this is
blocking the way.
water? I couldn't tell. It's too brown. Okay, there we go. So it's flooded, and now we have a can full of water, and we douse it down the drain. I wonder what will happen. Okay then. That was a bit of a strange noise.
That doesn't work.
No more water needed. Okay, so hopefully that's going to shoot out the cat, quotation marks. What is it?
And the prize is a doorknob.
Oh, it's a doorknob. Okay, let's get out of here before the thing we doused with water is coming back to douse us. Alright. Is that going to get us into the study?
I guess the doorknobs must have been
Oh,
very
maybe I can just take it
valuable.
off and use it on all sorts of doors.
That doesn't work.
Okay. I must be wrong then. This must be the doorknob to the other place. Alright, into the
Ugh.
kitchen.
I wonder if this kitchen was ever tidy.
Okay, let's go outside
It's
first.
impossible to go this way.
Okay,
The door
we're
is
not going to the
rusted shut.
backyard. Well, the cellar door has been ripped
This
off.
door is severely damaged. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest beyond it, so I won't bother.
Okay, into the cellar, I guess. My favorite. I just love the cellar here.
The atmosphere is almost unbearable down here in the basement. The walls are dripping with moisture.
Oh, you're shitting me. It's back. I know I heard it. I know I heard the noise.
It's a huge furnace, which still doesn't seem quite large enough to heat the whole house.
Am I crazy? I think I heard the scratches for a moment. What was that? What is this?
That doesn't work.
An IV? It's an ice pack? I don't know what that is. Literally, what did I just pick up? Okay, so there's a lot of things I'm supposed to collect in this part of the game that are very easy to miss, is what I gather. There was a rag in the cellar that I missed, apparently. It says to the right of the furnace. Even though I looked over here pretty extensively already. There is a rag... Oh, there it is. It was draped on the corner of it. That was really well hidden. Okay. And so we're supposed to use that with the cleaning fluid to clean something off that was too dirty to see through, but I don't remember what it was. It wasn't this door, was it?
It's impossible to go this way.
No, it's not
The
the door.
door is rusted shut.
It was the window in the bathroom, that's what it was.
I think I'll take my chances with the other
I
stairway.
completely forgot because
This
the
one looks
bathroom was
quite
such an
dangerous.
irrelevant room throughout the whole playthrough of this game. Okay, combine the two. That's a good noise.
The rag is too dry to have any effect on the mud. The rag is too dry to have any effect on the mud.
Really? The rag is too dry? What is this? Is this cleaning
That
fluid good
doesn't
for nothing?
work. The rag is too dry to have
Dude,
any
what?
effect on the mud.
Do I have to go outside and douse the rag in the puddle water? Okay, I think I have to go all the way back down outside the house to get the can with water so that I can get the rag wet. Okay,
I can't go this way.
just dab it in the water. Okay, I think the rag is wet now. And
No
for good measure.
clues whatsoever
Let's take
to
this.
find in there.
Okay, now the can is full of water again. Hopefully that'll do the job. Okay. There we go. You're shitting me. Why is it in the fucking bathtub?
I can't tell exactly why, but I don't like this mask one bit.
That scared me. Okay, buddy, are you ready to leave now? Yay, I think you've got a good story. I think your editor's gonna like this. Hooray! Let's get out of this house now. Oh, this chapter wasn't very creepy up until this moment. What's happening? What was that about? Why did the music change? This was the music from the basement when we first started playing the game. Did the mask do something? What the fuck is happening? Okay.
No!
Run. Fucking run. Oh no, oh no!
Who are you? What are you doing here? Can't you see this place is dangerous? Robin, please forgive me. I had to see you before I returned to my dying bed.
Dude, what? So much just happened there.
As I hurriedly left Blackwood Manor, I tried putting together what I just experienced, to no avail. I was in shock and couldn't think clearly, and it took many days until I was ready to pass judgment on what I'd seen. The Blackwood estate has now been demolished, and I have arrived at a conclusion. It is clear that the Blackwood family, with the help of this Dr. Milton, kept their son hidden from the public as he was suffering from severe malformations. It is unclear whether he was truly dangerous, or the Blackwoods were simply psychotic. Quite possibly one thing led to another, and this situation ended with the death of Katherine Blackwood. We can finally give some closure to this sad episode in the peaceful town of Rothbury. And yet, there's something I can't quite explain. A missing link, something that just doesn't fit. We may never know what the real heart of the mystery is. But for the time being, this will have to do.
Okay, so that is our director's cut ending. A lot of things happened right there at the end. I think... Okay, so I'm guessing what that was is that Robin has... Okay, I was right. Robin never actually died. Robin was deformed. It was a child of thalidomide. Which, if you don't know, thalidomide was a drug in, I think, the 50s or 60s that was recalled heavily because when given to pregnant women, it caused horrible birth defects in their children. And so that is what happened to Robin Blackwood. And instead, the child wasn't stillborn, though. They kept it in secret. And they wanted to, oh, man. I'm assuming, then, that Robin killed Katherine Blackwood in a fit of rage or something, or maybe he was just entirely gone? Just absolutely feral? Who knows? I mean, of course, then, Dolham, the anthropomorphic cat ripper, fits into this. So Dolham still could have been the murderer. Maybe that's the cover-up story, that Robin killed Miss Katherine Blackwood, because I don't think that timeline fits up. He would have been so young. So, I'm going to sit on this menu for a little bit, and I'm going to talk about this game. This game was 110% worth playing. I thought that this was a fantastic experience to go into blind. I knew nothing. The story is phenomenal, and I'm going to take it with me everywhere I go, and it wasn't until that last chapter where I saw the Blackwood house in a complete derelict state with everything ransacked and the grandfather clock broken that I realized I'm going to miss this house and I'm going to miss this game. This was a very, very well put together experience. Augustin Cortez, you and your production team, you made a very great storytelling game. I would almost call this an interactive horror novel. That's how it feels at a lot of times. But it is not without flaw, to be sure. Here's the good news. The story is perfectly written. I think the story is fantastic. It is very concise. It doesn't leave any end open. It's a tight story that is well written, and it provides lots and lots of opportunities for speculation, which is fantastic. Part of the reason why I love doing these little Let's Plays is that I have a hard time focusing a lot of the time on games, so when I can talk aloud and kind of keep my thoughts all in one place and then go back and edit the footage, it really keeps me sharp and always guessing at a game. And sometimes I feel like that lets me guess the ending too soon. And while I, not to toot my own horn, but I did predict parts of it, there were still a lot of things that really surprised me about the ending of this game. The story constantly had me guessing, and up until the last minute, there was twists and turns that I thought were very compelling. I'd say Day 2 and the chapel were my favorite sequences of this game. Past that, things get a little bit, they were still scary, but in hindsight, they weren't as scary as sequences like that. As for what's wrong with this game, it's the puzzles. The puzzles are relentless. I like what the game did with the whole idea of telling all the objectives through Michael Arthate's narration style, so it feels like you're actually reading a novel as you go through the game. Which I'm assuming that's what Michael wrote a novel about these events, is what it said. He finally figured out the ending to his book. But the puzzles were so ridiculous. Very, very linear. That's what I would call the structure of this game. Absolutely linear. There's no room for error. You can get scared over and over, and it does scare you a lot, but there are no death sequences in the game. There's never any second chance where you mess something up and die terribly or something. And that's okay. But the puzzles, they're very challenging, but maybe too nonsensical at times. Like, the mirror puzzle, shamelessly, I got spoilers for that, because there's no way I was going to think in order to light up the placard to figure out that Robin's name began with an R, I would smash a hole in the ceiling, and then get a mirror from the house so I could reflect the light down the stairs, when I could have just lit a match down there. I mean, of course, we were going to be short a match then by the end of the game, but it seems to me like there's some artificially created struggles. Like, maybe you could just scrap the whole puzzle like that and just include one more match in the Book of Matches to bypass it. So yeah, there's parts when the game gets caught up in its own thinking for sure. And those puzzles can be really, really silly, like not being able to pull the shovel out of the soil because it's too tough or something. That was kind of ridiculous. I feel like you'd have to be very, very weak to not pull the shovel out of a patch of dirt. Still, this game, in terms of a story, it's a 10 out of 10. This is highly recommended, but I feel like overall I would rate it a 9 out of 10. Because there are definitely a lot of times that you may feel the temptation to refer to a walkthrough, and that can be really dangerous because walkthroughs can provide spoilers for the rest of the game. Luckily, I did not run into any spoilers for the game when I was doing my walkthroughs. It had me guessing the whole way through, so I'm glad that turned out as it did. But yeah, my interpretation of the story, I thought it was really, really fresh. I thought, this game, it's so sad to hear that this game is in IP hell, as the developers told me. I'm gonna see if there's a way that this game can be, at least easier found. Because this is a game that, not just the viewers of this channel, I want to show this to some of my friends. I thought this was an excellently narrated and curated story the whole way through. There was plenty of places to explore. The Blackwood house comes to this game. And, I'm sure some people will pick on the jump scares at the end not being the best CGI. And that's just a product of the times. I don't necessarily get put off by bad graphics in the game. I understand why some people do. But it's just how it was back in the day. Definitely going to play Asylum, the Senscape's game that they are working on now. I cannot wait for that to release. And I'm going to play it to death once it does. Regardless, I am totally happy I played this game. To compare it to Barrow Hill, it was twice as good as Barrow Hill, maybe 3 times as good. It is an absolute gem. I feel sorry for the people who don't know that it exists, and I would highly recommend all horror game fans to look into this game. Otherwise, I've been your host, Jameson. Thanks for coming with me on this Victorian Lovecraftian horror adventure. And don't forget to vote for Holt.